experience like in the transfer portal? How was it after you went in?
It was good after the first 3 days. Like everything kind of like my whole life changed, like kind of shifted. But being that it was a dead period and I couldn't travel in December, I think it was, it became the scariest place in the world, honestly, because it was high first, and then towards like the back end of December, it kind of got low, and then stuff started getting real. But ultimately, overall, it was really good. I think the transfer portal is really good. It's a good place if you know where you want to go and you're not just going there blindly, and you believe in yourself. So I think it was good.
You mentioned the portal being a scary place. Just how did you manage those 2 months that you were in the portal after finishing your season?
Kind of just staying true to myself, knowing who I am, knowing what the possibilities can be, and I know that wherever I landed, that I would be a factor. And I can't say that throughout the portal process, it was never a day that I felt like I was unwanted by a school. So I just felt like wherever I went, I'll be in good shape.
Okay, what sold you on Pitt?
Just the camaraderie, the bonds, the ties. At first, I was kind of lenient on staying home, but my coach up Slippery Rock had good ties here. Like Slippery Rock's only an hour up the road, so just kind of the bonds. And Coach Collins was a really good coach. And if you want to get to the NFL, Pitt's the place to go, especially if you're a DB.
How fast can you run 100-meter dash?
10-1-3.
How important do you think it is to be able to, people say, how do you compare track speed to speed on the field? How would you say that?
So I've been a football player all my life, really. So I would say that track is more distance. It's hard. It would be hard for a football player to outrun a track guy if you're going forward. But when it comes to quick cutting and stuff like that, that's the edge that football players have on track. Track guys usually can't cut.
What do you think is going to be the biggest difference for you jumping up to this level of play?
Just the speed of everybody else. I feel like I'm fast enough to keep up. So keeping up isn't really a big issue. I just think adapting to the game speed and the game plays is probably going to be a thing. But PSAC ball wasn't. Some teams ran hurry up, but I know here, even when they're getting in the huddle, it's going to feel like a hurry up. So probably just the game speed, really.
Coming into this cornerback room, Rashawn Murray also came from Division II, just like you. I mean, what are some of the things maybe he's told you about moving up to Pitt, the Power 4 level?
If you're interested, then come. Pretty much, I can't say that I really had too much conversation with Murray about coming down here, but I knew him before he even came here. So after I came here, it was just kind of like hand in hand, like you're here, just come ready to work, and that's it, just work.
And you watched many Pitt games that were you?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in McKeesport, only 20 minutes away. So yep.
Was there a style of play that really enticed you about the defense?
The corners make plays. The Coach Collins and the defensive coordinators put the guys in position to make plays, and that's what you want to do.
It's sort of, I always think it's kind of like an unforgiving position. Like you're out there on an island, right?
Yep.
You're just by yourself, and it's if you mess up, that's it. I mean, do you kind of like that challenge?
Yeah, that's what kind of goes hand in hand with track. Everyone's watching you. You can't really, like track, you can't really lie on your time. And once it's the big race, I done ran in plenty of conference championships and running for national championships, and the pressure, everything is just like that's the joy in it. It makes everything what it is. I can't say that even in some moments I might have went the other way, but ultimately, like, those are the best moments when everyone's watching, everyone's honing in on you. Like, that's the things you live for.
Okay.
Good.